Howdy, and welcome to the Highline Herd podcast, where stories ride strong and the bond between folks and their horses runs deep. Each Sunday, we're talking everything from trail tips and tack to good old horse sense and the people who live it every day. Keep up with the herd by following us over on Instagram at the Highline Herd and swinging by our website at thehighlineherd.com. Now, let's ride into today's episode. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Highline Herd. I'm Skylar.
And I'm Shelby.
And today we're doing a little bit of a different episode. We are going to be reintroducing ourselves to you guys.
Yeah, with new followers coming in, with kind of the little bit of rebranding we've done a little bit, and then getting our podcast out on some different platforms, we thought it would be a good idea to reintroduce ourselves and get ourselves reacquainted with all of you.
Tell y'all what we're about, what our horses are doing, who our horses are, who we are a little bit. Just everything that we can talk about ourselves, we will.
Yeah, create like a little circle here, because I mean our goal at the end of the day is to create a space where everybody feels welcomed.
Yeah.
Whether you're new to horses, been in horses for 50 plus years, grown up with horses, got into horses later in life, whether you breed, barrel race, compete, jump, whatever. We want to create an environment for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the benefit to our podcast and our setup is that Skylar and I operate in different areas of the horse world. Skylar prefers just trail riding, just hanging out, just doing fun things with the horses. I'm kind of the all-arounder. I will show, I will compete, I train, I give lessons. So, we got kind of a couple different viewpoints just from the hosts of this podcast.
Oh, yeah. And we're also in different fields, as in we have different experiences. We interact with different groups of the equestrian community on a day-to-day basis as well. I work a lot in horse barns. I help manage a barn. I get to deal with the boarding side. I get to see the different sides of the boarding from an outsider's perspective, whereas Shelby, you run and manage your own farm.
Yeah.
You board.
Yeah, I have 3 horses with me right now that are boarded with me, all seniors, all belong to one owner. And through running kind of my own thing, and like Skylar has seen it done in other areas, I think boarding is very dependent on who you allow into your space.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's enjoyable to do or not.
Yeah.
I like boarding, I like offering it, but I have a very good boarder. She trusts me to take care of her horses. She manages what I ask her to manage. We have a very good relationship, both working and of decent friendship, I would say so too. But that's not the case for most boarding facilities.
Yeah. I see a little bit of the other side where the owners are out there all the time, riding their horses, working their horses, all of that. They're taking lessons and all that side of the horse world. And it's just different environments that, people have with their facilities and their faculties, all of that.
Yeah, some boarding barns are okay with the owners that show up with a check and never look at their horse besides that one day.
Yeah.
And, we've seen a lot of that too. But my personal experience with the horse world has been that sometimes people do things like that. Not every time, don't get me wrong. There's some people who truly believe horses are a status symbol and a trophy to show off with, but not to do anything with or care about. There are people like that. But my experience tends to be most horse people are just afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid of judgment. They're afraid to ask questions. They're afraid to be looked down on or made
do
fun
something
of.
wrong.
Yeah. And, that's kind of the goal of this podcast, too, is to give a safe place to answer some of those quote-unquote obvious questions.
Or the ones that you don't want to ask others.
Right. Or the ones you're afraid to get judgment on. I mean, we did a whole episode on difficult decisions because no one talks about it, but it needs to be talked about. And
it should be.
Yeah, and people need to know, you do have people out there that care and will support you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the goal of this podcast, is to be a supportive place.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. I think
Shelby and I, we can both agree that we came from jumping into the horse world with not a lot of knowledge.
Not much at
and
all.
Even little guidance.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a lot of people telling us, oh, you can do this, you can do that, or try this, try that. It was a lot of learning and making mistakes.
It was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of,
Yes.
for me at least, I had some people who were great, who were really supportive and helped me through some things. And then I also dealt with the side of the horse world that I don't like, and I personally have a lot of opinions about. But they're the people that humiliate new people,
Yeah.
that tear them down, that don't want to guide them, that want to set them up for failure. I dealt with a lot of that as well.
The stuck-ups.
Yeah.
We can call them that.
Yeah, the ones that gatekeep or judge or discriminate, like,
Make you feel bad for not knowing.
right,
Or for asking questions.
yeah, or they make you feel bad because you're not riding a certain horse. I've seen a lot of that.
Let's be honest. We all know somebody that's been like that.
Yeah,
In one way or another.
and it can kill your passion.
Of course.
It can kill your enjoyment. It can kill your love, whether you want to admit that or not. And there's no shame in it. I mean, when someone tells you you're wrong enough times, part of you starts to
To
believe
think
them.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we just want to kind of limit that as much as we can.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to feel that way because horses are amazing, and the opportunities within the horse world, within the horse industry, the things you can do with these creatures is just incredible.
Heck yeah.
And I know I'm trying to get Skylar to join me with some of this stuff because I think it is an amazing experience to have. Even if you don't do it again,
Oh yeah.
it's worth going out and trying, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Like, I show. I don't show because I want to compete at the World Equestrian Center. I don't show because I want to register with FEI and show on an international level. I don't compete for ribbons or buckles or purses. I do it for the experience of it. For being able to walk into a show ring and have people tell me, oh my goodness, your horse is gorgeous. And I'm like, thank you. And then, being able to have that progress, the training validated by external sources. It's a nice feeling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I don't fault anybody for not wanting to do that either.
Hmm.
And, those open local shows are just fine. You don't have to compete internationally.
No.
And anyone who acts like, you and your horse are worthless if you don't, like I said,
They can go somewhere else.
right. Like, I try to get Skylar in on me with it, but all the shows I go to, the classes are like $5 a piece, $1 a piece. You're not putting a whole lot out there, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's all about the experience in my mind. Having fun, showing off your horse a little bit. That's it.
Yeah. And from my history, I grew up just riding for fun. I never competed. I never had any interest in competing. The barn that I started out in was very competitive. It was just with the little 5-year-old girls, it was really competitive, and it turned me away from all of that side of the horse world. I just didn't have any interest. And then getting older and not taking those experience or doing those things and having those experiences, I gained a lot of anxiety or performance-based anxiety. So now it's what's holding me back from a lot of the horse world. So I just stick to my bubble. I do my thing.
And that's
I
why you
trail
have me
ride.
to try and drag you out of said bubble.
Exactly.
Because you're going to a show this year, whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh, I know it will.
Even if you take Valor, it's happening.
Yeah. But it's good to have people in your little equestrian bubble that can push you and get you out of the bubble
So
and
yeah,
take you to do things.
we do have an episode where we talk about, your horse and your people, and you need people.
Yes.
The horse community is so wonderful, but it's very tight-knit, and sometimes it's hard to find your spot.
Oh yeah.
And you need people to push you out of your comfort zone, to
Mhm.
step in when you are overwhelmed or super stressed. You need people to support you through the hard times and join you in on the crazy. Like,
Yeah. Feed into your passion,
Yeah.
make some bad decisions together.
Yeah, you
It's
need
fine.
you need people that build you, not break you. And
Mhm.
again, that's kind of the goal of this podcast, is to try and help maybe give you a little bit of confidence and
Yeah.
give you at least a virtual community to lean on.
Oh, yeah. And we share everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny, all of it.
We do. I mean, our episodes have truly varied from difficult decisions to, Tales from the Trails, where we just are having a blast. And our Tales from the Trails vary, it might be a little spooky, it might be really funny, and it might be a little sad.
Oh, yeah.
And, we post videos of our rides. Like, we're on how many platforms?
Oh gosh, a lot. So we're still expanding. We are getting ready to move everything over onto YouTube and have a little bit more of a visual. So for all of you listeners who would prefer to have visual or videos to go along with the content, that's going to be up shortly. So stay tuned. But we are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Amazon Podcast. I didn't even know that was a thing until, just today. But we're expanding, and you will see us in more places. So keep an eye out on our website. We will be updating it, getting a fresh new look in here shortly, and it's going to be good.
We are truly going into 2026 with, that's why we wanted to do this extra episode. We have so many new people coming in, but new year, new adventures.
Exactly.
New outlooks. You can never learn too much.
Mm-mm.
You never stop learning. You never stop growing. And, we're trying to revamp the website and make it clearer for you guys to navigate. We're trying to give you visuals for the chaos you may hear about. And, we just really want everybody to have something.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm not a podcast listener. I prefer visual things. If I'm going to listen to something, I want some visual to go with it. So like Skylar said, we'll have something for you guys. We'll have something for the people who just want to listen to something while they're driving.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm that listener.
Yeah, and that's fine. We are trying to appeal to the wide variety out there.
Yeah.
There are people out there that are diehard Apple fans, diehard Spotify fans, diehard Amazon fans. We're trying to make sure all of you have a chance to listen and access and learn and join us.
Yes.
So, let's go into a little bit about our horses. We talked about us. We kind of talked about our goal. But what are the horses we tend to mention throughout our journeys? Oh, okay.
Shall we first?
Yeah. Well, so this actually is kind of an interesting one. So when we first started this podcast, I had 2 personal horses. I had Valor and a little pony mare named Sabine, who I talked about a little bit at the beginning. Mm-hmm. But I wound up selling Sabine because physically she wasn't meeting my needs. I had hoped she would mature a little bit bigger. I had hoped her pasterns would get a little stronger. And they just weren't getting to where they needed to be for me to feel comfortable riding her. So I wound up selling her, and she is now known as Diamond, performing absolutely amazingly for a little...
Oh, yeah.
She'll be 5 this year, but...
She's a great little pony.
She's currently in a therapeutic riding program, which for a 5-year-old is incredible.
Oh, yeah. And the little girl that is her owner
goodness.
is so cute.
It's adorable. They've got her all dressed up in rainbow. They did
yeah.
pictures together. It was very cute. And it's just really nice to see her go kind of have the home I kind of always knew she could. Because she had so much potential to be.
Oh, yeah.
She could have gone any direction.
She was a good, solid-minded baby.
Really, yeah. She really was. She had a great mind on her. She had great natural movement. She was flashy in every way. She was honestly a great project horse to start with because she was so go with the flow. And then Valor, who is my main horse, my go-to, my steady Eddie when he wants to be, and he's the one I probably talk about the most. He is a great example of why I say I don't breed discriminate. I don't discipline judge. I ride a draft cross. There are those of you who are out there who know what I mean when I say that breed in the show world is one of the most discriminated against in my experience. When we show and the judge happens to be AQHA based, or they tend to have more experience with stock horses or more experience with gaited horses, we never place.
Mm.
The only time Valor and I place or get attention is when it is a dressage judge who is looking from a dressage unity, harmony, balance perspective, or a judge who's more familiar with bigger breeds, warm bloods, drafts, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we place wonderfully.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes to show, like, we do have experiences in the horse world of, you know, people liking us or not liking us based on our breed.
Yeah.
And why we don't want to do that to anybody else.
I think it's so fun, like, interesting to think about, like, horse judging in the competition world is so much different than any other sport. Like, you are
really
judged
is.
for everything.
You're judged for everything, and there's so much bias in the judging.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Whereas, like, every other sport kind of has a set of rules and expectations. The horse world has rules, but it ultimately comes down to that judge's experience and bias.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not catering to the show, you're not catering to the breed standard, you're not catering to the industry standard or to the rule book. You're catering to the specific judge in that ring.
Yeah.
And you don't know what they'll judge you on. If they'll judge you because you ride a draft and they don't like drafts.
Mm-hmm.
They'll judge you if you ride a paint and they don't like paints. Oh, you walked in with the Tennessee Walker? Well, even though you performed the pattern correctly, I'm still going to put you below because I don't like something about your horse. Like,
it's so weird. It's normal, but
it's crazy, but it is normal. It's so messed up how normal it is, honestly. And, you know, having that experience has really been, it's been really helpful. It's been really enlightening. Mm-hmm. And while I don't enjoy it, won't lie, I don't enjoy knowing that I did better than other people, but because of my horse, I didn't place well. I don't enjoy that, but I do find the experience enlightening, and it gives me a little bit more drive to change that.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, Valor, my main guy, the guy you hear me talk the most about, is the reason for that. Because he is truly, like, he is kind of my gauge for horse people now. Because, like, even Skylar will say, she does not like his personality at all. It's
that per se. And you know what? That's a great thing. We're gonna do an episode on horse personalities.
We are, yeah.
In the future. So stay tuned if you want to hear us chat about that. And you'll hear all about our horses' personalities.
Oh, yeah. But he's kind of been a great, like, gauge for me, because people who don't like him, I can kind of weed him out, because Skylar doesn't like his personality. It's not her cup of tea. But she also will sit there and say he's a fine horse, though.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
He does his job. He knows his job. He is one of the safest horses you will ever have on a trail ride. But he's very personable. He's very in your pocket.
In your bubble.
Yeah.
You turn around and he's right there and you're like, oh my gosh.
He's a part of every conversation, whether you want him to be or not.
And if he's not, oh my.
He will stick his big old noggin right in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I prefer. That's my kind of horse.
Yeah.
So those are kind of, you know, Sabine, now known as Diamond, is no longer in the picture, so you won't hear me reference her like I did in the earlier episodes.
Yep.
But Valor you'll still hear about, and my latest project, Remedy, will come up quite a few times as well. He is currently on the fence as to whether he will be sold coming the fall, or if I will be keeping him.
I'm placing my bet that you're going to keep him.
I know you are.
He's a good little pony.
He is.
I say pony, but he's a large pony.
He's thicker than Sabine was, for sure.
Yeah. He's stockier.
He is. Someone called him fat the other day, and I'm like, you're not wrong.
He's a little thickum, you know?
He's a little round right now, but to be fair, it is like winter. It's
better for them to be fat in winter than skinny.
But yeah, those are kind of my horses and kind of how they kind of drove me into this. What about yours?
Yeah. So I still have the same two that I talked about in our first introductory episode. I have Willie and Sunny. Willie is my old steady Eddie. I love him to death. He's my heart horse. I've had him for about almost 9-10 years now, which is crazy to think about. But he is getting up there in his age. He's somewhere in the 20 to 30 range. I don't know. He's not papered. Just a good old quarter horse, from what I think, from his build and how he moves, all of it. He has been my partner in crime for a long time, and we've done everything. We've done working at a horseman's campground. Thank you. Yes, a horseman's campground. We led, guided trail rides. We did a bunch of mock train robberies. He was, and he still is, the horse that has just taught me so much about myself as a rider, but also as a person. We've gone through a lot of very traumatic experiences together, and we've bonded very closely. He's forever going to be a part of my life, no matter what. And he's going to stay with me until he is gone. So.
And I mean, he's given you good experiences and bad experiences.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think he's helped your performance anxiety.
No. So the funny thing is Willie and I have
on the
the
trails,
same...
like that is his thing.
Yeah. We have the same personality. So he's got anxiety, I've got anxiety. It's great when those two mix together. Ooh-wee, let me tell you. But, we found a way that works for the both of us, and we understand each other very well to the point that we get along perfectly. And Willie is very much one of those horses that's like a one-person horse. He does not like other people riding him.
He does not like people catching him.
Different cues.
Yeah.
And that came from his past, too.
Right.
Wherever I got him from, he was most definitely abused. He still carries that trauma to this day. Mm-hmm. And it's something I'm mindful of. It's something I know how to get him out of those headspaces. And aside from that, like, he's just the goodest boy. He will walk through fire and do everything.
With him and Valor being so different, that's why we kind of came up with the horse personalities episode idea for the future. That's why we're going to talk about, one of our future episodes is going to be about, when do you know your horse is too old to do something?
Yeah. When
do you try changing their habits versus just accepting it?
Yeah. It's just a good gauge of like our personal experience and what the information that we're putting out here in the podcast. Because things are changing for us.
They are.
Willie's slowing down. I can see it. I can see the age finally starting to kind of show in his form and all the little white hairs that are on his face. It's just little things. And it's just something, when you get into horses, you have to be prepared for. Because it's going to happen eventually.
Loss always happens.
Yes.
Sometimes expectedly, sometimes unexpectedly.
Yeah.
The hard part is, I think, watching it, knowing it's coming.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
I think,
That's the really hard part.
It is.
I mean, we're all here, and anybody listening, I can guarantee you, are an animal lover. You care about your pets.
Oh, yeah.
They're part of the family. They are part of you, and they're a big portion of your life. So it's just like losing a loved one.
It is. Yeah, they carry a piece of you with them, and when they go, they take a piece of you with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, derailing from that really sad topic, my other horse is Sundown, or Sunny for short, and he is the Mustang that I talk about quite a bit. He has now been with me for a year. In a couple of days, it'll be a year, and I think that's amazing because I can get his title and he'll officially be registered in my name and I can take him places and it'll be amazing. But he's just a good little guy. I haven't done a lot with him over the winter and over the year because he had an injury, and when he came off of it, I didn't keep up with his training. But he is a sweet little horse. He's very much kind of turning into a good mix of Willie and Valor's personality, where he still wants to engage and play and be up in your bubble. But at the same time, he's also very independent. And I feel like that's Willie rubbing off on him because they're in the same pasture. They're in the same environment all the time. Like, he's really bonded with Willie and Chance, my parents' horse. And I love him to death. He's a good boy. He's turned into a puppy dog, and he loves drinking beer. Like, that's Sunny for you. But this year is going to be the year. He is finally old enough to have a saddle on and probably take some weight and take out on some trail rides, just little things here and there to get him officially started under saddle. And I'm excited for that. It'll be fun.
Oh,
And
this is going to be a
chaotic.
heck of a year.
It's going to be so chaotic.
It is. You know, maybe we should do a video, though, of our horses taste testing beer. That could be funny.
Sunny chugs the beer. Like,
does he have a favorite, though, is the question.
Yes. He likes Coors Light. My dad started him on the wrong beer. But you know what? It's fine. That's what he chose. That's what he gets. He'll take the whole can and tip it up and drink the whole thing, spill half of it, but yeah. That's Sunny.
Yeah, so as you could tell, like, this is a very lighthearted space. We just want to have fun.
We're just silly goofy.
Yeah. We're just here to enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
For all the ups and downs, for all the negatives and positives, we want to be a positive force.
Yeah.
We want to create something that everybody can learn from and everybody can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, stay tuned because we have a big year planned.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
Heck yeah.
still creating things.
Yes.
We're still coming up with ideas. We're still looking for more engagement from you guys to, you know, maybe there's some question you have that you want us to address, you know. We still want to have trail stories.
Oh, yeah. And that's perfect. I was just getting into that. We need your guys' help. We need content for our Tales from the Trails. We need stories, funny, you know, the bad, all of them. We want to hear anything that you want to share. Could be stories about you and your horses, horses in the past, old lessons, funny, you know, wrecks. We always want to hear about coming off and what happened and what led to it.
Oh, we've got a couple of those.
We've got plenty of those.
I think I'm usually the guilty party on that, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've come off quite a few times. Most of them with you, actually.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Usually we're together.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay.
But we want to hear your stories, and we want to be able to talk about the things that you share with us on this podcast. So if something like that interests you, feel free to send us an email, start the conversation, send us a DM, anything, or even comment here below.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we want to hear your stories, and we would love to share them on the podcast.
We really would. Any engagement from you guys is great. I mean, we are truly trying to build a community here. Mm-hmm. So, you know,
yep.
Don't be afraid to reach out.
Don't be a stranger. And anyways,
there's no strangers in the horse world.
Exactly. And anyways, we look forward to next week's episode. Catch you then.
We hope you enjoyed this week's topic. Join us for new episodes every Sunday. And to keep up with the herd, be sure to follow us on Instagram at The Highline Herd and visit our website at thehighlineherd.com. We hope you enjoy the show. See you next week.